Firefighters have contained that fire on Signal Hill in Cape Town. They're still at the scene, though, trying to completely extinguish the blaze that started yesterday afternoon. eNCA's Athi Mtongana has been keeping an eye on this fire overnight for us. Athi, a very good morning to you once again. And sort of what kind of luck are firefighters having this morning, especially luckily with those winds having died down? But are they winning against these flames at the moment?
They are, Uveka, because right now aerial support has been dispatched to assist the guys on the ground, the firefighters on the ground who've been battling with this blaze since late afternoon. Remember last night when the fire was going at such a fast pace and at such a fast speed driven by the southeasterly wind, they couldn't dispatch the aerial support, they couldn't dispatch the helicopters, obviously because it was at night. Obviously people driving and flying the helicopters would not be able to see, so only the guys on the ground were the ones working on the fire. However, this morning aerial support, like I said, has been dispersed. They've been fetching water from the ocean in Camps Bay and obviously dropping it off up on the mountains, because that's where the fire is basically right now. There is still a fire line burning along the Signal Hill, Kloof Neck, as well as the Lions Head area, which is up on the mountain. You cannot get there physically, but obviously firefighters have tried to track up the Signal Hill area as well as the Lions Head area to try and get to the fire. But obviously those helicopters coming in handy this morning, dropping off and water bombing the small patches up on the mountain. Now I would just like to refer to the visuals that we filmed last night. I'd like to bring our viewers up to speed with regards to the situation that broke out yesterday. If they can just cue those visuals and those flames that we saw, which caused a lot of panic from residents in the Sea Point area who came out in their numbers looking at the flames as they were burning, obviously worried about whether the fire would then affect their properties. Luckily no evacuation orders were given. People who were worried out of their own accord took the means of evacuating. Rather, they left their homes in fear of what might happen, but no property has been reported to have been affected by this fire. Table Sandparks actually spoke to us just a few minutes ago, saying that there is a small camp along the Signal Hill area which they were worried about, but fortunately they were not affected by the fire, that particular camp. Firefighters were able to divert the fire which was moving up the mountain. Now I'm also going to move out of shot back to today and show you the extent of damage that was caused by the fire. We're currently at Lions Head right now. I'm going to move out of shot so my colleague can show you the vegetation fire here in Lions Head. The city's fire department, together with a Table Mountain Sandparks, has not yet looked at the extent of damage caused by this fire. There's a lot of vegetation that burnt out last night, so this is now what you're seeing. These are the after effects. This is the aftermath of that fire that broke out along the Signal Hill area, which then spread to different areas here in Cape Town. Now you still have a few people reporting that they inhaled a lot of smoke yesterday, but a few people hospitalized, but not in a serious or even a critical stage at this point.
All right. So, of course, with the winds, Athi, having died down a bit, the chances of flare-ups will be minimal. So any idea as to how long it might take them to completely just be done with this?
Well, they'll be here until they decide that it is safe for them to leave. But normally during Cape Town fires, firefighters remain on the ground. If the fires, for instance, broke out on a Monday, they would stay for the whole week, just trying to make sure that the fire doesn't get fanned again or doesn't get started up again by the wind. But by the looks of things, the wind has subsided, so it doesn't look like there would be a lot of firefighters needed this morning. However, SANParks is now dispatching more firefighters on the ground to assist those who've been working tirelessly since last night. We saw some firefighters obviously taking a break right now, waiting for the next crew to relieve them.
All right, thanks very much for that. That's Athi Mtongana keeping an eye on those fires for us as well. She has been doing it since 4 o'clock in the afternoon yesterday and overnight, so some much deserved rest needed there as well.